Hi, my loves. I hope you guys are having an amazing, gorgeous, abundant day, and thank you so much for being here with me today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about protection spells, especially as a beginner in spirituality or witchcraft. This is something you want to do and have a handle on before you dive into anything like spells, rituals, ancestral connection, etc. You need to make sure not only are you protected when you do rituals and spells, but you're protected in your everyday life. If any evil eye come towards you, if somebody want to jump you, you're going to be good. So before we get into this video, I do want to thank Keen for allowing me to try out their platform. Keen is an amazing platform in order to connect with many tarot readers across the world. They not only have tarot readers, they also have astrologers and things of that nature. I personally like tarot reading. I like astrology too. But when I went out to try out their platform, I connected with this amazing tarot reader who really went in depth about what I was going through. I received amazing clarity and I was able to solve it that very same week. So yeah, I highly encourage you guys to try out Keen for yourself. If you're looking for any guidance in your life on an important subject, definitely check out the screen as well as the description box for the link to get your first 10 minutes, $1.99. So yeah, thank you again so much, Keen, and let's finally hop into the video. So the first thing we need to discuss is what protection spells are. So protection spells are spells and rituals that you use to protect yourself, whether it be from entities or whether it be from people, okay? And so especially as a beginner in spirituality, especially as a beginner in witchcraft, like whatever you want to study, protection spells are rituals that you use in order to protect yourself from any entities, people, certain situations, and things of that nature. It's going to be extremely helpful within your spiritual practice as well as your rituals you do, because you're going to be safe, okay? This is what this is about, being safe and secure when you practice or deep dive into certain spells and rituals that may cause some backlash. Now, you using protection, make sure that no entity can come and harm you, no person can kind of disrupt your path. Like, you're going to be set not only spiritually but physically. The first thing you want to do before you cast a protection spell is cleanse yourself. I don't know if I have a video on cleansing, but if you do want one and I don't have one and I don't put it up there, thumbs up this video, get this to 300 to 400 likes, and I'll put that video up for you guys to cleanse your space, okay? But before you do any protection spell, make sure you're cleansed, because you don't want to protect yourself and you're protecting the negative energy you got. Like, that don't make sense, right? So protect yourself. That's going to be very safe. The next thing you want to know is what you're going to use this protection spell for. So a few things you can use protection spells for is your everyday life before a major life event, something big, such as you going to court, such as you trying to get into confrontation with somebody, or not trying, but a confrontation is happening because this person keeps with you, right? Those are the things you can use it for, as well as big spiritual rituals. If you try to cast any spells, if you're working with your ancestors on a spell, if you want to do astral projection and you decide you want to do that, you need to make sure your body is safe when you come back to it, okay? So protection spells is going to be amazing for that. Here is the fun part. Here are my favorite rituals and spells, especially as a beginner, that I even use to this day. Like, it doesn't have to be as hard as people make it seem like, but it is fun when you do an in-depth ritual. But sometimes I don't do it that much. The first thing that you can do that's super easy, especially if you are a root worker or hoodoo, we use this a lot. It's the Bible, okay? Now, you don't have to be connected to Christianity to use the Bible or view Jesus as your savior. I definitely don't. The universe is my girl. My ancestors are my girl. And I don't follow Christianity. I'm a root worker hoodoo. Even though in hoodoo, Christianity is a big part. So if you are Christian and you want to practice hoodoo, you can definitely do that. Like, that's a huge part of hoodoo, of root work. But now in modern times, you don't really have to do it. But if you want to use the Bible, I highly recommend it, because the Bible is so powerful when it comes to spell work. Child, Psalms chapter 44, nobody is touching you. Now it's a long ass chapter, or maybe it's a verse, I don't know, but it's a long ass chapter. And whenever I read it at least 3 to 5 times. Sometimes I read it once, but I feel like if I read it once, I don't get that actual shit working. So I have to read it 3 to 5 times. When I do so, I'm strapped up. Nobody can touch me. If something was about to happen that day, it's not happening that day, or I'm blocked from it happening. Read that whenever you need to walk out to go out towards the day, or if somebody's trying to confront you, because it's going to keep you safe from your enemies, keep you safe from the police. So if you're going for a long drive, I highly recommend that. It's just gonna keep you safe in general. That is a great protection spell. I kind of slack on reading it sometimes because it's very long. You know, I already memorize it because I read it so much. I've been reading it for years, but it's such a long spell and you have to say it 3 times. My ancestors be like, oh, say it 3 to 5 times. And I'm like, please, why? But I highly recommend that. If your ancestors, and also if you work with your ancestors, they're going to tell you what type of spell you can do. If your ancestors say, hey, read this 3 to 5 times, I highly, highly, highly recommend you listen to them. If they say you need a protection spell done, listen to them. They're not going to tell you that for no reason. That means something about to pop off and you may want to be safe, okay? So the next thing you can use, which is super easy, I recommend for any beginner, just open up your wallets and go buy it. I'm going to link down a website where I get all of my oils from. I love them. All of them work. Prosperity oils, road opening oils, protection oils, cord cutting oils, like all of them work from her. So go to that shop. But you can use oils and you can anoint yourself with the oils that you have. I like to anoint myself on my forehead, the back of my wrist. I talk about this a lot in a couple of videos before. The back of my knee and the back of my the back of my neck. And when I anoint myself, I tell myself an affirmation or an intention that corresponds to the oil that I'm using. So the oils that I highly recommend for you is the Fiery Wall of Protection oil. That's going to be great to protect your house. Like, this is for big ass protection. Like, I'm finna stop some from happening type of questioning. That's going to be really great for you. Get that. Like, don't slack on that. But the one I use every single day is Evil Eye oil. And this repels any evil eye, returned it to sender, dissipate it. Like, whatever you need for that evil eye oil is going to happen. So Evil Eye oil, Fiery Wall of Protection oil, you're safe, protected, and secure. I almost forgot this. And also spiritual waters. So floater water is a great way to cleanse and protect yourself. You can get you a bottle of that. I still have it, but I don't use it as often as I did as a beginner. I just don't like the smell of it. But I really like it to use it within my spells and my rituals. Get that. Another one you can get is indigo water. Love that for cleansing, especially when I cleanse my ancestral altar, which, if you guys are a Patreon or a patron of mine on Patreon this week, on Sunday, I'm going to be posting a video of how to cleanse your ancestral altar. So if you want that video, go to the link in the description box or look up there and become a patron. You can just become a fairy patron. You don't have to become an angel, because they all going to get it. But yeah, that is a great oil to use to ward off any entities, negative energy, stagnant energy, anything like that. So, and lastly, or actually there's 2 things you can do. If you don't want to spend money, if you don't want to connect with the Bible, one thing you can do is a white veil of protection. So what you're going to do is sit in a meditative stance, maybe take 10 minutes to do so. You're going to envision a white bubble around you, a white light, however that shows up for you. It's going to show up for you, but it's going to be white, and you're going to extend it outside of yourself and cloak yourself in that white veil of protection. When you do that, nothing can harm you, and you can go throughout the day with very protective energy surrounding you. So try to cloak yourself with a white veil of protection. You just got to use your imagination, because it's not really your imagination. You're actually channeling the energy. So yeah, do that, and that's going to be very helpful in you protecting yourself throughout the day if you need something quick and easy. Like, your energy is more than enough. Another thing you can do is head wraps. So we know in our culture, Black people culture, okay, in a lot of cultures, head wraps that girl. So if you like head wraps, you can anoint it with spiritual waters, with oils wrapping around your head, and your head is protected. Your crown's protected with any negative energy, negative entities, negative thoughts. So wrap your head, and that's going to be really great for protecting your head and your crown. Especially in hoodoo, we like to use white to protect our crown. So if you're practicing hoodoo, getting into it, wrap your head with a white veil and you're gonna be set. A white head wrap and you're gonna be good. So yeah, those are my favorite protection rituals that you can use as a beginner. Don't slack on it. They are perfect and you don't have to do too much for them. Now let's talk about when you should do it and how beneficial that is. So me personally, let me put this back. Let me put that over there. So me personally, I do protection spells and protection rituals every single day. Now pertaining to how much time I have, that's when I will use it. So every single day, not every single, well, most of the time. I use Psalms, the book of Psalms, more often than not. But the one thing I use every single day is my evil eye oil, and that's going to protect me from any stagnant energy, any negative energy that is being sent my way that I still have in my spirit. That's going to be good. So try to do some type of protection ritual every single day. You can even do a ritual at the beginning of the week. Be like, okay, I'm going to do this ritual, and for the next 5 days, I'm protected. You are going to be set. Like, you don't have to do it every single day. Just create a ritual that's going to take a certain amount of time where you will be protected for that certain amount of time. Like, say for instance, if I read the book of Psalms chapter 44 for 5 times, those next 5 days I'll be set. Like, I don't really have to do too much protection, maybe just evil eye oil, but that's it. Like, other than that, I'm protected. So, and that's the key to Psalms chapters. Like, as many times as you read them, that's how long you're going to be protected, or that's how long things are going to come to you. And that's how powerful they're going to be for me. So you can do that. I highly recommend as well to cleanse your space as well as protect your space once a month. So do an entire protection ritual for your space and your house once a month. Another thing you can do, let me see. You can cleanse your space every week as well. When you cleanse your space, you can bring in some protection energy every week. That's going to be super great, so you don't have to protect your home every day, or like say some protection over your home every day. But that's why I like the monthly one, because that way the entire month you don't have to do anything too heavy unless something big happens, like your ancestors say, hey, you need to cleanse your home, you need to protect it, let's do this ritual. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much when you should do and how long you should do your protection rituals. Don't try to overthink it. Relax. I find a lot of beginners just do too much. Let's just chill out. You got the answers now. So yeah, let me know if you guys would like a video on cleansing methods. If I don't put it up here, like I said before, make sure to get this video to 300 likes and you will do so. And also, if you would like a video on like hands-on, like me actually showing you protection spells and things of that nature, let me know. Like, you gotta comment that, be like, I want a video on protection spells of you showing me how to do it, something like that, okay? But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to stop by King so you can check out their platform that contains a whole bunch of tarot readers, astrologers, so they can divine for you and get your life together, okay? Because it's fun to get your life together, or to receive clarity in general. As always, make sure to stop by my Patreon if you guys would like more spiritual in-depth content, as well as connect with me one-on-one, because I finally uploaded my Discord chat. I finally did all that good stuff, so you guys should probably go over there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said before, thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see my angel fairies next time. Bye, my loves. Mwah.